shit in the
That's
chat.
what
Yeah,
Yo.
y'all know who Alex Stein is?
I've heard of him, yes.
nope.
Oh, this nigga is a professional troll, bro. This is
Oh, I know he's a professional troll.
like this nigga has trolled the shit out of AOC and the immigration system. Basically, he's doing I guess you would, what, mm, I'm not sure because I'm not sure what type of comedy we call it. It ain't really satire, is it? Nah, not really. Nah. Actually, it is satire because this is how they portray black folks. In their mind, this is how the white liberal think the black man that talks on a daily basis.
Oh, I feel you.
And so Alex Stein, like example, Alex Stein was he's a conservative, right? And so he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about how ICE is fucking everything up. And he was
Mm-hmm.
just like, all right, I'm willing to meet you middle grounds. Just don't deport my big booty Latinas. He's like, because I love big
I remember
booty
that.
Latinas.
I
Like
remember that.
my favorite big booty Latina, AOC. The funny part about it is AOC got negative ass. AOC AOC probably got she probably got more shoulders than she got ass. Oh, tough crowd
That's
tonight,
funny.
then, nigga. Tough crowd tonight, damn shit. Fuck.
Man, these motherfuckers in this. Hey, real quick, these motherfuckers in this damn Black Kings, Black Queens, goddamn group that I in are some delusional motherfuckers. Like
Black
somebody
Queen.
post on here, where you at, baby? I love a man that loves a fat ass. Of course, this is a white girl and a big white girl. I love a man that loves a fat ass. Nothing wrong with fat ass, but she said fat ass, fupas, thick thighs, stretch marks, and rolls. So I put in there. That's them same men that like shortened lifespans too. I'm sorry when I love my women's healthy. So I can spend most of my life with her instead of a short time. Then somebody says, bless your heart. Then I said, oh, I'm sorry if I don't want my baby diabetic. Excuse me for wanting someone that will be around. Do better. Then she answers, do you, King? That's the glorious thing about life. While we are here, we have choices, but life isn't promised. So love who you love and let others love who they love without any explanation to anybody else. That's called having no accountability, people. And that's what this show is about. The smoke show. We gonna bring delusion up front. These motherfuckers around here just allowing motherfuckers to go around unhealthy and shit. I'm sorry. I
Well,
do not want a fat bitch in my bed. I like to pick up my bitches.
that's the
And I
woke
like and I
mindset,
like
though.
my lower back to be healthy. Excuse me.
So that is the what you would call the that is the excuse me. That's what I call the woke mind virus, the woke hive mind virus.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is we want to do wherever the fuck we want to do
Yeah.
with no judgments.
Right.
I'm telling you this, Max Powers Jr., second of my name. I am Judge Dredd. You will feel the cool judgment beaming at you off of my face. I am the law.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, bro. Hey, so somebody else put another post talking about a beautiful plus size woman and shit. You know how that goes. And I put, look, I agree. Size has nothing to do with your hygiene. Also, there are gorgeous big women out there. Not my present preference, however. I'm not everybody. Now, why are we trying to act like BMI don't exist? Why are we acting like CHF, diabetes, and strokes don't exist? I work in a hospital. There are countless big women and big men that come through with a myriad of health issues. That's facts, not feelings. Ever since my 600 pound, ever heard of my 600 pound life? Being a little overweight to being 300 plus pounds is only a few bad food choices away. A bad weekend, a breakup, depression hitting, and then what? Loved ones missing someone that thought they looked good, but were in trouble, terrible health. This ain't fat shaming. This is
See,
putting a
Sean,
spotlight on a
Sean,
problem.
here's the problem,
And
Sean.
everybody like that shit, but ain't like the other
Sean,
shit I put.
here's the problem. This is what you got to do, all right? And just hear me out. Instead of typing that shit out,
Trolling.
do a short video of it. Do a short video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just screenshot the post, do a short video of your and don't read the comments, bruh, because there's something Angry Man said that he really he actually it hit home for me because I see this shit, but there's going to be people who are going to develop mental issues because of social media, which is probably have already happened.
That's their choice,
But
though.
see, it's like there's gonna be content creators who are gonna because they read the comments and shit, right?
Hmm.
And that's the reason why whenever I put something that I know is gonna be controversial on my shit, you will rarely see me comment on it. The goal is to get other people to comment on it because they ain't gonna
Open
see
up
the amount of
dialogue.
negative shit and stupidity that I will see on a daily basis.
Hmm.
Because it's one thing I had to try to stop is that I got to a point to where I actually judge people by I'm actually judging motherfuckers by their voting habits.
Okay.
Because I'm like, you're complaining about this. I'm like, do you realize you're complaining about the same shit you did like 10 years ago, right? This is the same
Hmm.
shit
Hmm.
that y'all ran on 10 years ago and
Hmm.
y'all marching in the streets for what again? Now y'all saying I'm like, see the like, and this is the reason why I like Pam Bondi. I fucks with Pam Bondi the hard way
Pause.
because I fucks with Pam Bondi like real talk. Like Pam Bondi is it's a motherfucker. And
I wish we get some conviction and some arrest, though, Pam Bondi. God damn.
but Pam Bondi until she start arresting motherfuckers, until she start prosecuting people, until she start putting these charges on motherfuckers. Because let's just be real, the Democrats are basically they're basically on some Civil War shit now.
Hmm.
Because they're basically saying defy federal officers.
Hmm.
And I'm like, as much as I'm like, yeah, fuck the police, I can't sit here and say
We gotta have
we
law
should
and order,
start
bro. We gotta have law
doing
and
this
order.
shit. I'm like, I'm like, this is not making us look strong globally. This making us look. It makes us look like we're big ass kids with big guns.
Hmm. Hmm. I agree with that. But
All
that's
right,
why that's go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you was done. Go ahead.
and I'm almost finished. Almost finished, and that's the reason why I'm. That's the reason why I say again, I am not a democracy guy. The way I feel about democracy is how I feel like it's how if you ever read anything about Socrates and how he felt about democracy, I kind of feel the same way. Because there's people in our white liberal women and these low testosterone white men, white I can't even
Worst
just
thing
say
that ever
white
happened
men.
to our
No,
society,
these
dog.
low
Worst thing.
testosterone men of all races are the downfall to our fucking country.
Damn
And
right.
they're going to be the
Damn right.
downfall, the complete downfall that's going to split this bitch in half. And I'm
Yep.
sorry,
Yep.
but as much as y'all going to hate it, we taking California.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna talk about something later on tonight. The Californians better be thankful that Trump did. And we'll get on that subject a little later when it comes to the oil and all that shit. And it was about the oil, but it's not just about the oil when it comes to Venezuela. Y'all gonna hear about that. But let's go into this video here before we get back to that troller, the professional troller, because this is on the same topic that I was just talking about, fat bitch. This is a chick that used to be fat. And I like following her because she be speaking the truth and she be giving these chicks, these hyenodon, these pachyderm troglodites, she be giving them hell on the internet. Listen to this.
Y'all don't understand, as the CEO of the FPS, which is the Fat People Society, I still consider myself big, but when I was younger, I was big as shit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Once I learned how to order Chinese food on myself, that MSG made me a FAT bitch. I ain't gonna fucking lie to y'all. But anyways, I remember, if you from New York, y'all know what Ride Playland is. I'll never forget, I went to Ride Playland with bitches who I thought was my friends. And this one bitch, I remember I tried to get on the Dragon Coaster or whatever, and that shit was tight as fuck, and I could not fit. So, you know, It was like the walk of shame where you can't fit. You had to walk to the thing or whatever. You had to walk back. And I was dumb mad. I was almost crying, calling my mother, this, that, and the third. And I'm hearing that this bitch was making fun of me. Fast forward to 2026, I'm scrolling on TikTok. Thank you, TikTok. And I see this fucking bitch who was making fun of me. She's bigger than a fucking MTA bus that you gotta wait 30 minutes in the cold for because it's traffic. My nipples is hard as fuck right now because I'm so happy. That karma's gonna hit you one day, bitch. So for all you bitches who was making fun of me, I lost weight.
Let me tell you, that chick is funny. If you think I'm playing, look at this shit here. She be giving these chicks hell. She be giving them hell. Look, listen to this shit here now. Look, she really does give these chicks hell. Listen to this.
Hold the piss bitches off because y'all pissed me off. So let's get into it. Why the fuck am I still seeing bitches dry begging? It's 2026. And if you don't know what dry begging is when you get on the internet and post some stupid shit like this. Oh, I haven't been to Del Frisco's in a minute. I want steak, so if you ain't taking me out to get steak, my DMs is broke. Bitch, we know. You and your DMs is broke. You think we ain't know that? But what makes this joke even funnier, a bitch will post that. But mind you, there's a video somewhere out there of her getting fucked from, let me not curse, getting penetrated from the back by Raekwon and them. And the nigga's not even looking down at you with your weave pulled up to the front so he can see the bumblebees in the back of your head. He's actually facing the camera, throwing up gang signs so he could tell his friends how easy it was to get you into bed. I'm just the messenger, so don't get mad at me. But my thing is, we all sitting here confused like, niggas got you in the bed so easy, so who the fuck is you to think that you could get on the internet trying to pressure niggas to take you out to eat? When your first date with this nigga was dick and balls. Just stop the dry begging shit. That shit annoys the fuck out of me. Cause real bitches know, we don't ever have to ask for shit. When niggas fuck with us for real, it's gonna be done. All of that getting on the internet trying to pressure niggas and trying to make niggas do shit for y'all, the only bitches who do that is bitches who's never had that done.
Hey, shout out to DSLs, man. Ain't nothing like a good pair of DSLs, bro. None like it.
279 diesel.
Ain't nothing like some DSLs. But let's go back to the troll. Let's go back to the troll. And we back.
So let me tell you something. If you outlaw this bus, and I don't care if Dark stands for dead ass rider today, I don't give a damn. All right? And you're the biggest honky in here. You got white hair, honky looking mother trucker, David Duke looking, slave owning mother trucker trying to outlaw the damn bus in my city. This is my city. I need the damn bus. And if any of you cracker jacks outlaw that bus, oh, there's gonna be hell to pay. Because I'm one of the few black mamma jammers in this city willing to stand up for the dark. And so, Mayor Stewart, y'all better vote. And y'all better keep the dark and University Park. That's an order.
He said, I'm one of these bad mamma jammers.
Mamma jammers in this city. Yes, he said it.
That will stand up for, did he say stand up for the dark or in the dark?
So if you want to take it out and put it in. Yeah, man, that jink crazy, man. This dude is stupid. Let's keep going.
For me and all the black Hebrew Israelites that ride with me.
They don't know what to say.
I'll be real with you, Mayor. I came here for something else, but I see all y'all talking about smoking, and I like to smoke. You know what I mean? I like to just roll up and smoke. So I say they should be smoking, but if I was being for real, why don't we have no KFC? Why don't y'all approve a KFC up in here? Because I like fried chicken. I mean, I don't eat a lot of smoked stuff unless it's
This nigga is out of pocket.
a barbecue pork ribs. So shoot, I say let them smoke because I smoke. And I'm pro 420 as a black man. I've been smoking my whole life. And I mean, y'all white people can smoke too. You know, I'm not racist when it comes to smoking. So I wish it was a KFC, but amen. Let's smoke.
They ain't gonna know what to say. They don't know what to fucking say.
Little mama, hey, little mama, can you get that to the mayor? Little mama, can you get that to the mayor? That's a handout.
Call her little mama.
All right, so how y'all doing?
He tried to ignore
I
his
know who
ass.
I be, and I come here because I saw in San Francisco they just passed reparations. They're giving $5 million to each black citizen. And I want to say, Mayor Stewart, as the only black man that lives in University Park, the only black Hebrew Israelite, so I'm Jewish as well, a black Jewish man, I wish you could put something on the agenda to try to get reparations here in University Park, because I know if you look in this room, it looks like it's white power hour. If you looked at it, if I had to guess, I would think I was at a Klan rally. So I live here. I'm one of the only black men in this county, and I'd like to move to San Francisco, but I'm on probation. So I'm just thinking, like, what can I do? Who can I talk to? And I can talk to you, Mayor, because look, the mayor of San Francisco did it, and you know what they do in San Francisco? It's not good. So I'm just telling you this, reparations, and I'm 57 years old. Proof, black don't crack. Thank you, Mayor.
Boy, you
Oh,
wrong for
my
this
God.
shit here. You wrong for this
Bruh.
shit right here, boy. God. Hell no. Hell no, man. Hell the hell no, bro. Okay, so once again, this is the Smoke Show, folks. And we gonna get back into some more accountability. Like, for instance, you did mention something about them wanting to have a civil war, right? Right, Max?
Yeah, well, it's I can break it down to you.
Okay, go ahead.
So they're treating basically
keep it less than 20 minutes, nigga.
No. It's gonna be like
I'm
two
fucking with you,
sentences.
dog. I'm fucking with you.
Oh, 2 sentences. So 90 seconds, nigga. It's gonna be a lot of commas.
We gonna see and go.
No. So if you think about history right now, right, with the Confederates versus the Union Army, right? They basically, what they have done is the Democrats have chosen two stance that you could say that they it's equated to what the unions were saying, when it came towards slavery. Like, it's their property, they do what they want to do with their property as they want to, yada yada yada. That's the same argument they don't realize they use for abortion. It's the same argument. They don't realize it. And when it comes to illegals, you can equate illegals to slaves. If you don't have no voting power, you ain't supposed to, but it seems like they do. But if you don't have no voting power, you're getting paid less than what an average citizen makes. Not only that, but damn it, you have no access to. You ain't supposed to have access to no social network services.
Right.
And so their stance is they use basically. You gotta look at the illegal immigrants. Well, technically, that's the term we have to use because of the censorship on YouTube. But illegal aliens, but they basically using illegal aliens as the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you
You're
look
right.
at if you look at illegals as slaves, and which technically they are, because
The wages so damn low. They pretty much like really indentured servants because the wages are so fucking low. It's like they crop. It's like they what my great grandma was sharecropper. Yeah, my great grandma was a sharecropper. That's pretty much it. Remember what Jasmine Crockett said? Jasmine Crockett, I don't think anybody here gonna be picking no cotton. And then she always like to go racial and talk about that shit. It's like, Shawty, what the fuck are you talking about? We
that's
know.
The reason why whenever they talk about the whole illegal immigration system and they talk about it like that, that's when I hit them with the, hey, these illegals better get back in that goddamn cotton field and pick my cotton. My cotton ain't gonna pick himself. So you're right, I agree with you. Donald Trump need to leave my illegals alone and get their asses back in that cotton field before I start getting cracked and whipping. So you can't mess with my slaves. I mean my illegals.
Exactly.
They get mad as fuck when I do that. but because the reason why they get mad as fuck because they know I'm right. And I don't even have to say why I'm right. They know I'm right because of the fact that that's how the fuck you sound. You sound like you're a slave master who's mad that the slaves are leaving.
Exactly. And for you black plantation minded house Negroes out there that keep being a tool for the Democratic Party, listening to all their rhetoric and shit and falling for that bullshit, all they doing is replacing your dumb ass because why? The daggum black women are murdering more freaking people than the damn black on black crime on a yearly basis. Our fucking population is not being replaced. So you know what they said? They said we cannot depend on these niggas no more for votes. So guess what we gonna do? Open the fucking borders and we're gonna do what LBJ did to the black folks back in the day. We're just gonna do it to the immigrants. Give
Well,
y'all
it's worse
everything
than
you
that.
want so you can keep fucking voting for us. So
It
we can
is
stay in
absolutely
power.
worse than that, Sean, because what percentage, okay, let's just say the black babies that are getting born, right?
Mm-hmm.
What percentage of these babies that you think are going to be raised to be like a law not only a law-abiding citizen, but actually citizen who's going to like add value to the country or to the community?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what percentage would you put on that?
Oh shit! Add value to the country out of the black community.
Yes, of the
The
to
black,
make
I
it
say
sound less
30%.
monstrous.
30%.
30%. All right, we're gonna say so. 30% are gonna be good quality citizens, and the rest is basically going to be kind of
YNs and hyena dons and EBT community.
YNs, high-end dons, and average people.
Mm-hmm.
So that amount right there does not say we're going to be dominating shit in the future.
Hell no, we already only 14% of the fucking population of America right now.
And
Black
so
women,
when,
black non-Hispanic black women account for 39.5% of reported abortions. This is from the CDC, y'all. I just
and
looked it up
so
on ChatGPT.
when these niggas talking about the future of America, I'm like, bruh, the future of America, I'm like, dog, you're gonna be non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
No, FBI. I'm like, bruh, you have a negative birth rate. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly. That's why the Democrats do not rely on the black vote no more. And this last election showed them too that black men are waking the fuck up. Yes, it was a small percentage, but wasn't it like 20% of the black men voted for Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that it? That's a whole voting demographic now that they cannot count on.
It was, I think 84% voted. It was like 16%. No, it was like 12.
15 to 20% or 14 to 18%.
Between 12 and 16%.
Right, 12 to 16%, but that's also a demographic they can't count on anymore. That's a pretty big demographic that voted for. Yeah, but them jokers used to smoke dip. But think about it. When you think about how they used to vote before, and then Trump comes along, and now you can't. That's 12% less than you could count on before.
Well, the black vote don't matter.
No, it don't matter because we only 14% of the nation now.
No. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Whenever 98% of a group voted for one candidate, it was 89% of the black race voted for one candidate,
mm-hmm.
and that candidate still lost. And even if you got 100% and that candidate was still lost, it shows me that you have fucked up enough to where why would I honestly promise you anything knowing that your vote doesn't matter?
Exactly. What did Kamala Harris say, dude? She said, I'm not gonna specifically promise the black population anything. No, not gonna do that, because if it benefits the black race, it's gonna benefit everybody. That was her way of saying, fuck y'all, we don't give a fuck about what you want. Barack Obama did the same fucking thing.
And and these motherfuckers talking like, oh, she's just doing that because I was like, are you fucking dumb? I'm like, no, that's something that I was like, what? That is something that how a way of a child would think, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they just saying that because they gotta get in before they do anything. I was like, nah.
No, hell no. But hey, let's look at this, because sentiment is changing around the world when it comes to Democrats.
Welcome to the Capitol. It's great that you're all... Sir, you're welcome to come. Let me finish. Let me finish and vote.
Hey, sir, he doesn't have fucking votes first. Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, there's some passion in the building.
Oh, I love it. I love it. They said
When was that?
said shut your effing. I don't remember when it was, dude. They said shut your effing mouth. Shut your effing mouth, dude. The hypocrisy is everywhere, y'all. The hypocrisy is everywhere. You want to see karma? You want to see karma? Talk about hypocrisy, right? Tell me this chick ain't get what she deserved. Now, no death should be celebrated unless it's some dictator or somebody's been killing a lot of people. But this chick right here could have been home with her kids. Now, allegedly, I saw a post that said the day or two after the shit happened, the goddamn her wife burnt cigarette butts out on the child. Like I said, it's allegedly. Once again, she has a wife. Now, some liberals were on the internet talking about dude shot her because she was queer. What the fuck? No, he did not. But that's what they like to do. They like the virtue signal. So watch this shit here. She was celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination.
This nigga dead, y'all. When this happened, niggas dying there.
Now, I will say this. He's the only conservative-minded person I've seen that's even laughed about her dying. Everybody else is just basically pointing a finger to the bullshit that's going on in the world when it comes to how things are when it comes to hypocritical shit. You feel what I'm saying? But
See,
let's
I
go.
I don't feel bad because of the fact that if okay, so the officer was not in front of her. She aligned herself in front of the officer. Like if you literally look at the video, he stayed in the same position. She straightened her car out towards him.
Let's make it simple, dude. She could have just got the fuck out the car like they said.
So here's the problem. I know she wasn't, and I'm not going to say I know, my bad. In my opinion, she wasn't going to intend to hit him. She was intended to get in as close as she could.
I'm sorry.
Because
say that again, bro. I say that part again. I didn't catch it.
She was intended to get to hit the officer, like basically enough to graze him. That's basically she was meant to do. But the same thing. Two things could be right. Like a broken clock is right twice a day. Like she wasn't like she was trying to graze him, but also the officer cannot predict what she was going to do. He is not a fucking mind reader.
Right.
That is up to you as a responsible human being. Motherfuckers with guns who have a certain amount of authority you're supposed to listen to a certain lawful order. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you was just parking on the side of the street, away from everybody, nigga just walked over to you, just like, hey, get the fuck out the car and shit. Now, that is another thing. That is something different.
Right.
Niggas was
Agreed.
stuck in ice. Ice was stuck in ice and trying to get somebody out of ice. And
Now you know what's crazy, man? I have not seen that on the internet. I'm not doubting that that's not true. All I'm saying is I haven't seen that. But regardless,
JD Vance said that. JD Vance
Okay.
said that.
I feel you. I'm just saying, but regardless, dude.
Well, JD
Why
Vance
the fuck?
said it,
Why? Uh-huh.
the opposition of the Democrat, of somebody on the one of a Democratic officials said it also.
I feel you. But here's the thing. They don't realize that they caused the problem that caused the lady to get killed. You guys spitting all this rhetoric about resist ICE and give them problems and push against them. You done seen James Brown say it, and I'm talking about you know who I'm talking about. The congresswoman from California. She looked like James Brown.
Oh, Maxine Waters.
Yes, Maxine Waters. She said push up against, all of them been saying push up against and resist these jokers now. And if you wouldn't have opened the borders as much as you did, ICE would not be out here as strong as they are. Because ICE was being used when Obama deported 3 million people. Y'all didn't say shit about that. You didn't say shit when Clinton took away due process for illegals. See the hypocrisy, folk, that we talking about. This is what we talking about. All this fucking hypocrisy. And didn't you mention earlier, dude, about the dependency on the government and how how we are being replaced as FBAs by illegals. So check this out right here. Here's some receipts when it comes to not assimilating to the culture and dependency on the government by these Somalis. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit.
Brandon Gill, bring in the receipts.
What percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on Medicaid?
I don't know.
It's 73%. Do you know what that number is for Minnesota native households?
Again, you're using the phrase Minnesota native households.
See, that's the bullshit that Democrats do. He said Minnesota native households, comparing them to Somali households, they are native because they ain't from another fucking country. He's talking about people that are already there, already citizens who are dependent on Medicaid. This is what he's about to quote.
But the majority,
the number is 18%. That's
18% of people already in Minnesota that are naturally born and raised that it's only 18%. These jokers are way above 50% when it comes to dependency on Medicare.
quite an astounding difference. I think we would agree.
Can I answer the question, please?
Let me ask you one more, and then we can go on to that. What percentage of Somali-headed households are on welfare in general?
I don't know.
It's 81%. What about, let me just ask you, after 10 years of being in the United States, what percentage of Somali immigrant households continue to be on welfare?
I don't know.
The number is 78%.
Oh my, dude, don't y'all see how more dependent Somalis are than the FBAs? They know they can count on these motherfuckers for votes from now on. And what's crazy is most of them are Muslim. And Muslims, they vote Democrat because they know Democrats are weak.
Most of
vote
them-
Democrat. They vote
Majority of
Democrat.
Majority of a Muslim person will, I have heard it with my own 2 ears. A Muslim will not vote for a Republican
Nope.
because
they
they
too
see
strong.
as the Republicans as the opposition,
Mhm.
and they see the Democrats as weak.
Mhm.
And so when it comes to Islam, you're supposed to go out and teach the word of Islam to to countries to where you're not from.
Mhm.
That is a actual rule of Islam. So what's the point of going to an Islamic country and trying to teach the word of Islam? Everybody knows the word of Islam.
Exactly. They're
so
shit.
they're gonna-
Yeah.
And so it's like, example, have you ever heard like a brother who, it's like you hear like an Islamic man, it sounds like he's singing in Islam.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sorry, it sounds like he's singing in Arabic, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
that is actually them praying.
Mm-hmm.
And so the goal is to get more people, because I'm gonna be real. When I was over there in the UAE, when I heard that man pray, I don't know who was. I was like, it was the most beautifulest shit I ever heard in my life, dude. It was beautiful. But I'm a Christian man, but I can also still show respect to somebody else's religion.
Right.
But the problem is Islam, they see as Democrats weak, and they see that as easy. If we could get these motherfuckers in control, we could easily take over these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
Islamic look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why Somalis are, a lot of them on governmental assistance, a lot of them, they basically, when they brought them over, when they gave them refugees over here, they did not realize that they were not going to assimilate into society, and we're going to be taking care of some of these people for generations.
Which is stupid. You know why it's stupid, people? If you look at any country like Sweden and some other places where Somalis are, you can look at the stats. They don't assimilate nowhere they go. Not only do they not assimilate nowhere they go, it's fraud, rampant fraud wherever they go. This is backed up by data. They use the system, put it in their pockets, and they use remittance back to Somalia. Do you know the remittance in Somalia is higher than the GDP of Somalia? That's ridiculous. But let's keep on going.
My
So even after
gosh.
10 years, 78% of Somali immigrant households continue to be on welfare. Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Again, you're using the phrase,
Non-Somali immigrant-headed households.
if I can just answer the question,
Go
when
for
you're
it.
using the phrase native Minnesotans, the majority of Somali Minnesotans are as Minnesotan as any of us. They were born in the United States. It's only 8,000
No,
of the 108,000.
Hold on. You see what he's doing, right? He's trying to
Yeah.
play semantics with
Yeah.
his words.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that the Democrats are fucking brilliant at.
They are very
Is-
brilliant at it.
They're brilliant at making
Very
sure
brilliant.
you look like the asshole by the words that you're using, but you're trying to be straight up. You're basically, if you're a Republican, you're being straight up and using, like, you don't want to leave nothing out of interpretation. That's when the Democrats use your word as racist. They use your
Mhm.
words, your own words, and make you look like an asshole and a racist. And this is what
Correct.
the craziest thing about it is, this is what he just did, and everything that happens after this, the liberals won't even, it will go through one ear and out the other.
Yep. Yep. They sure will. Dude should have said non-Somali citizens of that's what he should have did instead of saying
Well,
native.
no, because he is, if you're a refuge, you're not a citizen.
Nope. He just should have kept it as Somali and non-Somali though.
Like,
so
you're-
so it wouldn't have
like,
a chance
if
to
you-
twist his words.
So whatever, it's basically, after Trump did what he did, if you're a Somali who got refugee and you're a citizen, you're cool, but you're a refugee status still, you can get deported now.
Mm-hmm. By the way, 50% of Somalis, they've already discovered, this is a data, 50% of Somalis that's in America, in Minnesota, 50% of them actually committed immigration fraud. 50%. Mm-hmm.
And
Got to go. Y'all got to fucking go. Y'all got to fucking
And-
go.
well, here's what's icing on top of the cake. I seen a video on TikTok. The chick, she was just like, there's no, like, and she was just like, I was out there protesting I was out there protesting against ICE. And she was just like, wait 1 second. She looked around and she was just like, this is stupid. And she went home. And she was just like, this shit was a rude awakening up for me, because she was just like, none of the people there who was there protesting, I don't even know. And she's like, none of the people who protesting there seems like they were there organically because they really care. She's like, she's like, majority of the people she has met sound like they were getting paid. And
Bruh.
she was like, the reason why she actually left, she was like, this was supposed to help protect the Somalis. There's not one Somali she's like, there's not one Somali person out there protesting.
I believe it, dude. Did you see how quick they went to the protest after Maduro got captured? So they did Maduro's the operation somewhere like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, he got captured about around that time. 5 hours later, 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning, they was in New York protesting. All of the signs had yellow background with black font, and it all was the same font. Some of them signs was laminated. How the fuck does that happen in 5 fucking hours? And most of them people were fucking sleep when the shit happened. But now you in the morning, y'all up. Y'all have organized and you're marching in fucking New York with these damn signs that may I also mention this. The same yellow background, black goddamn font signs was in fucking Minnesota when the woman got killed by ICE because of her dumb ass. Same fucking signs, bruh. Yellow, black font, same font. That was the damn signs in New York. And these dumbasses around here, mostly y'all playing, shut the fuck up, Alexa. The same font. Y'all are falling for this bullshit. House Negroes. I'm done.
And nevertheless, the welfare usage is astoundingly different. Let me ask you again, does that make Minnesota stronger or weaker?
Again, I'd like the opportunity to answer the question here. So, again, the majority of Somali Minnesotans are born in the United States, as I understand it.
Okay, well, what percentage of working age Somalians who
born possibly the parents that committed immigration fraud?
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
have been in the U.S. for 10 years or more, how many of them speak English very well?
I don't know.
About half. The answer is about half. That seems pretty low, doesn't it?
Again, I keep trying
It doesn't sound like something that makes our country stronger to me, and I think most Americans would agree with me on that.
Do you agree with?
Well, this is why when Trump got in office, did he not make English the official language? Or did it not pass? I can't remember. I know he wanted to.
No. He made English official language federally, and he started enforcing the English language when it comes to logistics.
Okay.
So if you're that wasn't just affecting trucks, it affected everything. Like when it kept to the ports, well, all ports, you got to speak English. Like anything that is rounded with DOT, you must speak English. And the crazy thing is, and I have seen a bunch of truck drivers that have gotten pulled out. Not only pulled out, but they niggas got sent home. Niggas got arrested because they didn't speak the English language.
Speaking of truck drivers, Max, did you hear about what's going on in California now about specifically the company Landmark? How they're saying these companies better move out of damn California because of some, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I wish I could find it. I can't remember where it is. I may have to look for it.
California, it is not a truck-friendly state. It is the least truck-friendly state out of all the states. California did some shit that, because of their strict EPA laws, they basically forced a lot of truck drivers out of their market. Because how can a government force you to buy a brand new vehicle?
Right.
Not offering not offering no government money. Like, so it's basically the government telling me, oh, because of the new EPA requirements, your vehicle is out of service. So you will either have to get DEF system in your truck, or you gotta buy a brand new truck. And you're like, well, I'm gonna have to buy a brand new truck. Is like the amount of money I'm gonna put in a DPF system is stupid.
Right.
And so, because they have a clean idle EPA campaign, so basically there's zero smog supposed to come out of your there's clear. It's basically when the smoke is, instead of supposed to be smoke, is basically supposed to come out clear smoke.
Gotcha.
And so they forced so many truck drivers out the market. You have trucking companies who's like, F this. That's the reason why there's a lot of illegals go to California to get their CDLs, because they could get away of paying them less money and having newer equipment.
Right. Right. Well, this video actually talks about it a little bit. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to talk. But Dr. Steve Turley, which I follow, and I've actually mentioned him on this channel before, he's actually talking about it. Listen to this.
That will send shockwaves throughout the entire American economy, and it's already writing Gavin Newsom's political obituary. Meet Assembly Bill 5, signed by Governor Newsom back in 2019. Now, on paper, it sounds noble. Its stated goal is to protect workers from exploitation. In reality, it's a sledgehammer that destroys independent truckers. The law uses what's called the ABC test. Okay, that's basically 3 tests that the government uses to decide if you're an independent contractor or an employee. Now, the first 2 are easy. Okay, they basically involve truckers proving that they control their own schedules, that they're free from another company's control, that they run their own established businesses and the like. It's the 3rd test. It's a trap. The 3rd test is an impossible absurdity. Under AB 5, California looks at the relationship between the truck driver, right, the independent driver who owns his own rig, and the contract that driver signs with what's called a carrier, like Landstar, Swift, to haul loads for that carrier. So the business relationship is basically the carrier finds the freight and the trucker moves it. But under AB 5, California looks at that relationship and demands that the trucker has to be contracted to do something that's outside the usual course of the carrier company's business. The law actually states that in order for a trucker to prove that they're independent, they have to be contracted by a carrier company to do things that are outside the carrier company's normal course of operations. But of course, the absurdity in that is that the carrier's normal business is hauling freight.
Hold on.
Since the trucker is
Time out. Pause it. Do you hear how confusing that is?
Yeah, dude. I hear how fucking confusing.
You want to know why? You want to know why I'm? You don't want to know why I'm saying how confusing that is? Because I have 15 years of truck driving experience.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the top 1% of truck drivers. Whatever freight you need, whatever freight you got, if it got wheels, I could fucking move it. I can move oversized up and above mountains.
I'm happy for you, bro. That's awesome that
Wolf
you got
Creek
that much
Pass.
experience, dog.
Here's the funny shit. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
And that's crazy. Him being in the industry and he don't even know what the fuck that means, folks. You hear that shit? So
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Because it's like, what makes me independent is the fact that I take responsibility. I take more responsibilities. The problem is that I cannot explain how I'm different from the because if I'm an independent contractor, right? So say I'm an independent contractor. Either the truck is mine or I'm leasing the truck. So let's just say I'm leasing the truck, right? I'm leasing the truck through the company, and through the company, I'm leasing it through the dealer. So basically, I have to use the company because the company's established. I'm not. Or the company, they do the plates, they do the permits, all of that shit. They're responsible. They're responsible for the MC, the USDOT, the insurance, everything. And they get paid for that. What makes me independent contractor is I get paid just more than a company driver, but when shit fucks up, shit happens, I have to pay the deductible. But if I can't pay the deductible, the carrier will pay for the deductible, and I pay the carrier. Do you see how you basically see the carrier is my middleman for everything, because more likely the carrier has they have the actual capital in hand, or they actually have the credit in hand if I can't afford it. So the carrier is the middleman. They don't do shit for free. They get paid a percentage of all the loads that I haul.
Right.
So there's no way of proving that I'm separate. Like here's a contract you would typically sign. You would typically sign the contract when it comes to the company policies. The company policies is basically you ain't gonna do no weird shit while you're under RMC and under our DOT. That's gonna basically not only make the company look bad, but put the safety record in jeopardy. Not only put the safety record in jeopardy, but put the US DOT number in jeopardy. So that is such a fucking crazy fucking law, because and also another contract is what we agree with, the percentage agreement out when it comes to if I'm doing per mile. If I'm doing per mile standard, well, I want $1.78 which is low in this economy and this inflation, but back in the day was $1.78 per mile, and I probably want 33 to 40 cents a mile deadhead. That's basically going to pick up the load. And I want a certain amount for fuel surcharge. So it could be up to, like, I have seen some will spend 16 cents all the way to 46 cents per mile when it comes to fuel surcharge. So, hear me out. Those are typical contracts you have to sign. Also, don't forget signing out when it comes to equipment too. Contract when it comes to equipment, and the contract when it comes to insurance. That's basically it. All of that, yes, I am part of the company, but I am not. I'm a part of that company, but I'm not an employee of the company. The reason why California want to do it this way is basically they want to take out more taxes out of the truck driver's pocket. Because if you are an independent contractor, you pay for taxes, but your taxes, you get all of your fucking money though. And typically, as an independent contractor, especially in a high tax state, you're paying less in taxes. They're not doing this shit for the benefit for truck drivers. They're doing this to benefit because they need more tax dollars, because they're in a deficit. That is a fucked up law. Wow.
Well, I see it like this too, bro. I mean, that's not a surprise to me that they do that, because think about it. You have a large exodus of people that leave out of California. That decreases the amount of damn money revenue you bring in from taxes. Then you have the problem with these damn oil companies, like what was it? Was Conoco, I think Phillips, whatever it is. They had to change the way they transport oil into the damn state, because they get it. Because California, if you folks didn't know, California gets its gas a different way than the rest of the country. because they're on the Pacific, but it's other reasons too. So that's hurt. All of that's is hurting the fucking economy of the whole state. So of course they're gonna do any.
California. The reason why California gets oil the way it does is because California has stupid EPA rules. They have some of the most ridiculous EPA rules. Like what California, they should have been built a pipeline years ago.
Yeah.
Decades ago, should have been built a pipeline because of the fact that if you're going to go this way, you're going to need fucking gas. So this will be cheaper for your people in the long run. But because California didn't give a shit, they did it the way they wanted to do.
I used to always wonder why the fuck California gas be like unleaded be like $5.83. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? The fuck?
But it's not about the people. It's about control. It is just about control and taking money. More money. More.
And we gonna get to the whole gas situation, folks, probably right after this.
So
but I wanted to show
I
this
got
shit.
a quick question. When was this video posted?
Hold on. Shit.
Breathe, nigga, breathe.
You okay?
I don't know what the hell that was, but it was. I'm cool though. I'm cool. Sometimes I get really, really high and that shit.
When was this video posted?
Hold on, man. Hold on. I got sidetracked. 4 days ago. 4 days ago.
So this law, we've been talking about this law for the past fucking 3 years. No, past 4 years. We've been talking about this law. Because no one thought they were stupid enough to do this shit. So does it have you seen this video before?
What? Say that again, bro.
Have you seen this video before?
No, this is blind.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen a little bit of it, not all of it. But I saw the first part. That's why I was just playing it. Yeah.
Let's let it play out. My bad, bro.
Hauling freight, because that's what truckers do. They're doing the carrier's core business, which means that they flunk the test and now have to be reclassified as an employee. And apparently there's no way around it. The law doesn't say, outside the usual course of the trucker's business. It says outside the usual course of the hiring company's business. And the hiring company's business is trucking. And so all truckers now lose their independent status under this new law. But here's where the trap is sprung. What that loss of independence does is it crushes the carrier companies that were hiring the independent truckers in the first place, because they're now forced to reclassify them as their own employees. They have to absorb all the payroll taxes, the health insurance, work comp costs.
Pause real quick. So to keep it in layman's terms is that equipment, if that's their equipment, they are forced to they're forced to sell it, or the company has to buy it, because that truck is one thing. Whenever I get pulled over by DOT, they ask me. There's one question. If it's not in the system, if it's not updated in the system, pretty much it's annually, right? They ask me, am I employee, owner, operator, or independent contractor?
Right.
Because as an independent contractor and the owner operator, you're kind of the same, but the owner operator, the difference is the independent and your lease operator, that vehicle is yours, but it's technically not yours. You just have a leasing agreement with it.
Right.
With the owner
you
operator,
may actually have to make this a show one day, man, because this is really, really interesting, dude.
Well, it's almost pretty much done. What makes it, as the owner operator, what makes it yours is completely 100% everything falls on fucking you.
Right.
So all of this
That
is
means
basically
more taxes for the company, right? That means more taxes for the company.
well, it is actual. It's more money for the company and more money for the independent truck driver because of the fact that because of Obamacare, if you work more than 40 hours, I think the company has to give you health care.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have more than 50
I work.
employees.
Most truck drivers work an average 60 plus hours a week. And that is like 80% of the industry.
Okay.
And so that basically means every fucking truck driver who's an employee, that will bankrupt a fucking company. And also, as an independent contractor, say I'm one of those guys that don't get sick like that, and I'd rather not have, like, it's all about tax money because of the fact that I'm one of those guys. I'd rather not, I'd rather not have health insurance. I can have cash or I can have good credit.
But
And
because
so,
of Obamacare, you can't do that shit.
yeah, as a employee. So what happened was a lot of these, because of that law, a lot of when that law went in effect, a lot of the small mom and pop trucking companies, which are the better ones to go to, because you have more of a personal family relationship with one another. A lot of those companies couldn't afford to have W-2 employees. So when that law passed, they were forced to put all of their truck drivers, force them to go as independent contractors. And so they had to do a 1099 to prevent them from being taxed, because it was all, and it wasn't about, oh, this is best for the people. No, it was about actually getting more tax dollars. Look at the penalties. But continue. My bad. Continue.
No, you good, man. You good. This is, like I said, this is very fucking interesting, dude. Like, we may have to do a show on this shit, like, for real.
This law does is it forces carrier companies to, in effect, become unionized. It's literally forced unionization. And of course, most carrier companies simply can't afford that. And so the California Trucking Association fought this for 4.5 years. Remember, this was signed back in 2019, but to no avail. They just surrendered. And as of January 1st, the law has gone into effect. And that's when the real world consequences began. Landstar, a National Freight heavyweight, now keep in mind, a national carrier, sent urgent advisories to its California-owned operators. The message was not subtle. Leave. Leave. Relocate out of California, or you cannot work with us as an independent contractor. We're simply not going to cover those kinds of costs. I mean, bottom line, period, full stop, as our AutoPen Supreme Court justice would say. Note, this wasn't a warning about future enforcement. This wasn't a notice on what these carriers projected would happen in the future. This carrier is cutting ties now, as we speak. Carrier companies, and remember, they're all national. They're all outside of California. Carrier companies are pulling California loads off their boards and telling their drivers to leave the state if they want to continue to contract with them. And so as a result, California drivers who've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in their own rigs, often financed through family savings, they're watching their phones go silent literally overnight. The industry isn't waiting for the first enforcement letter, which again went into effect on January 1st. Risk managers made the calculation. It's better to lose California's business now than face years of back pay or six-figure penalties later. And so as a result, all told, as many as 70,000 truckers could be leaving the state, which of course would be catastrophic. I mean, truckers are the economic lifeblood of every
Time out,
economy, from rural towns to major cities, delivering everything from groceries to medical supplies, while
Oh my God, 70,000 truck drivers leaving California, nigga.
Yes,
you know
heard
what's
him
about,
right. You heard
nigga.
him right.
You know what, bruh.
Dog, that's what. Why do you think I played
Oh
it
my
tonight?
God.
You're gonna
Oh
see the
my
accountability is gonna come very quickly
Time
for the
out.
leadership in California.
Who fucking signed? Who endorsed that
Gavin
law?
Newsom. Gavin Newsom.
He endorsed that law.
He's the governor. Yes, Gavin Newsom.
Oh my God, nigga.
Didn't you hear what Dr. Steve Turley said at the beginning of the
I'm
video? He
gonna
said,
tell you. Hold on.
political.
I'm gonna just tell you. Just give me a
obituary.
second. I'm about to tell you how much they about to lose. I'm about to tell you. Give me 1 second. In the numbers, I'm just gonna do is just a standard average. Okay.
I don't know what he's doing, folks, but he's thinking. The wheels are turning. The wheels are turning in the meantime.
I don't like nobody. Jews, niggers, Asians, blacks, whites, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, dogs, horses, fish, roaches, worms, butterflies, ants. Nigga, I don't like nothing. Nigga.
I'm telling you. So he's thinking about something, I think. I'm actually looking it up.
Okay. Do you want to know how much they're about to lose in tax dollars?
No, what?
Can you? But before you do that, could you Google what is California road taxes per mile is?
Hold on. What is California's road taxes per mile? We're going to see right quick. And I actually have ChatGPT working on something else. California's currently, hold on. God damn it. Come on, man. This thing here's tripping. Okay, California is currently testing a voluntary pilot program that could charge drivers 2.8 cents per mile for their road usage, which is a revenue neutral rate compared to the current gas tax. However, there are also discussions about charging 2 to 4
what's the current
cents.
tax? You don't have to read out. I just need a number. Current tax.
Current tax. Hold on one moment.
Current road tax per mile.
Current road tax. God dang it. Hold on. Per mile. Let's see here. It's currently exploring per mile road usage charge as a potential play for the tax. The proposed could range from 2 to 4 cents per mile, with a flat rate of 2.8 cents per mile. That's what it's saying. Well, while he's doing that, folks, I think I found something on tax. Okay. AB 5, effective January 1st, 2020, changed how many workers can be treated as independent contractors, yada, yada, yada. While revenue effective is generally uncertain. No impact on general fund revenue, and that the net effect on tax liability is not known because it depends on worker versus business marginal taxes, compensational expense adjustments. At the same time, it notes reclassified workers getting W-2 reporting.
Okay, I'm done. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is just a guesstimate, but for all the taxes, I'm thinking. When it comes to diesel and all that shit, California is about to lose $28 million per week minimum.
Says it's about 0.88 billion to 2.64 billion less income per W. Hold on. AB5
No,
caused a 5 to
it's worse
15%
than
net
that.
reduction in net 1099 compensation.
That is
without
just
being
for the
replaced by
road
W2
taxes.
waivers. That's about
That is just for the road taxes. When it comes to the gas taxes, well, most likely what they're going to do is they're going to go to like places like Kingsman, Arizona, or Reno, Nevada, Las Vegas, and because of the major spots, what they're just going to do is they're just going to move out there and just roll in. Well, fuel is cheaper out there, so you're just going to fill up instead of having to fill up in California. Hell, you're going to fill up in Nevada and make more money. Parking is going to be fucking insane.
Right.
So they're literally about to lose money when it comes to fuel. There's a $61 per gallon of $61 per gallon tax on the diesel fuel.
And what was the lowest you've seen diesel so far since these tariffs have been coming in, man? Like, what's the lowest you've seen currently?
The lowest I seen
probably in Texas too.
$1.79, bro. In Texas.
People don't understand, man. They don't understand when all this all these tax cuts kick in about next summer, nigga. Next summer, nigga.
No, I have seen so far is $2.79, like $2. Let me see, $2.79. That's been the cheapest I've seen. Now, that was something that I could get this 18-wheeler, and then here I just got to drop the trailer in order to get that $1.79 gallon. And I'm doing and that's something I'm gonna have to call the bank and be like, yo, I'm doing multiple transactions, so keep my car running.
You saving a lot right now, ain't you?
Yeah.
I
haven't seen these prices since Trump was in office years ago. Like, dog, ever since Biden got in office, and ever since he striked something from his fucking pen, gas been high for trucking companies. Like, I promise you this, the trucking industry is going, if you're an independent contractor, the trucking industry is going red.
Oh, yeah.
Deep blue red. Goddamn blood red. Fucking Charles Kirk red, goddamn it.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Let's finish this up, man.
Generating tax revenue that funds schools, roads, emergency services. When truckers abandon a region, urban centers face empty shelves and price spikes just as quickly as small towns because no city produces its own food, fuel, or medicine. And to make matters even worse, while Newsom and the lunatic liberals in Sacramento are forcing legal license owner operators to reclassify as employees or leave the state, effectively pushing them out of business, at the very same time, these very same lunatic lawmakers have no problem issuing commercial driver's licenses to illegal migrants who entered the country unlawfully. You remember that Indian national Jashanpreet Singh, who crossed the border illegally back in 2022, he obtained a California commercial license and ended up in a fatal car crash that killed 3 people while allegedly driving under the influence. In fact, Florida...
Y'all see the impact of ICE right now? So I bet you their plan was to use these illegal immigrant migrants as the truckers when all this shit enacted with AB5.
Bingo!
And let them just pay all this shit that these other motherfuckers are refusing to pay.
Dog.
And guess what? ICE has put a fucking wrench in that program for them.
You want to hear something funny? Because they could put them down as employees. They don't have to pay them. They don't have to pay them health insurance. Actually, if they paid them health insurance, they could get the bare minimum bullshit health insurance, high premium, all of that shit. It will be the worst fucking healthcare. It was basically it's the worst healthcare you get. It's basically the healthcare is making money and the company is getting a tax break. And they could pay them low, extremely low wages. Like
Right.
$1.99 a mile going from
Indentured
California
servants,
to
people.
New York.
Indentured service people. What did the Democrat Party really favor back in the day that caused the country to go into civil war? Slavery. I told you we're going to point out all this hypocrisy, folks.
And the
It's
funny
the fucking
shit,
smoke show, peoples. It's the
funny
smoke show.
shit
What
is-
more do you want from me?
And what cracks me up is that I literally told people this shit. I literally been saying this shit on TikTok lives and political lives for hold on. Since 2022. Been saying this shit to motherfuckers on TikTok lives. So they basically got mad at me because I'm using the word slaves. And I was like, they throwing this shit in the trucking industry. They like, there's no evidence of this. You are lying and motherfucker son of a bitch. One of you fuckers owe me $5.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. One of you fuckers owe me $5. Give it a chunk. Give it to Wildcat. Give it to his ass. Fuck it.
Boy, you funny.
I said
Funny,
this shit.
man.
What was happening? And literally when they talked about this bill, I literally said this shit. What they're about to do. People said I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I sound dumb. You're stupid. You're a fucking liar. All of this shit. And son of a bitch.
Right. Exactly.
I'm 37 and you'd be surprised. I surprise myself every day. Son of a bitch.
That's crazy, dude.
I even said this shit to Antoine in a fucking live. I mean, not a live. I said this to Antoine in a super chat, and he told me, nah, like that sounds a little bit too far-fetched. Sounds
Right.
like a conspiracy. And then I sent another super chat, and I said, and I quote, nowadays, the difference between the conspiracy and the truth is from a couple of months to a couple of years.
Right. You're right, man. You're right.
Can't make this shit up, boy.
You can't, man. You can't make it up, bro. Shit's crazy, dude. And y'all sit there and fall for that shit every time.
Florida is now suing California. If I recall, the crash was in Florida. Florida officials are suing California for ignoring federal law and giving out commercial driver's licenses to illegal migrants. I mean, the political insanity writes itself. California uses AB 5 to crack down on legal, independent truckers, while its licensing policies allow illegal migrants to obtain commercial licenses. Whether this is intentional or just bureaucratic dysfunction, I mean, the optics are devastating. Legal drivers are forced out, while others who shouldn't be on the road in the first place are all licensed to drive 80,000-pound rigs. But all of this is just the tip of the iceberg. The most devastating impact on California's economy is happening literally below the surface, and it promises to destroy the political future of their feckless governor. Wait until you see this. But first, it is the new year, and that means one thing: get the foundation honest. Most people, big goals right now. Time to lose weight, right? Time to eat better, feel better, have more energy, quit sickness. Sign out. 3-3 for up January 1st.
Hey, it's Alicia.
God dang it. I've got to go ad free, dude. I've got to go ad free.
law requiring gas stations to upgrade underground storage tanks took full effect, stations that can't afford the $2 million per site upgrade that's mandated by the California government are being forced to shut down. Now, while the exact statewide number is still being verified,
Boy,
the
he
trend
is
is
ruining
clear.
that fucking country.
Hundreds of
That damn
stations,
state.
especially family-run rural locations, are locking their pumps for good. And so when a trucker does find a load, they now face the real possibility of running dry in the middle of nowhere. And what about California's refineries? Well, California just lost another 139,000 barrels per day when Phillips 66 shut down its LA facility.
Y'all hear that shit? Boy, they are cooked out there.
Valera's Benicia refinery, another
Well-
145,000 barrels per
Is so, if it was in where I think it is at, people don't understand how bad like fucking refineries smell, bro. They don't realize like how, like if you're down there in Houston, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. All that smog and shit.
$12 a gallon,
like,
folks. $12 a gallon.
And so if you like, they will have to like create like DPF filters and something for that shit, like to help out with the smog. But you gotta, there's a sacrifice you're gonna have. It's basically where California is at. How many millions of people live in southern live in California? Like what, 54
I
million
don't know,
people or
man.
something like
Yeah,
that?
something
I think
like
it's like,
that. Yeah, it's a lot of folks.
so California is basically overcrowded by 5 million people. The environment ain't meant to sustain that many people in one fucking area. So that's the problem with California. It's like with some of these places with like all this pollution, all this bullshit, it's because you got way too many people and you got way too many cultures in one fucking area. Like, example, trash. Like, I used to litter all the fucking time. I don't do that shit no more. Only thing, if something is being thrown out of this window in my 18-wheeler is something that is biodegradable, and it will probably disappear.
Did you just dry snitch on yourself, man? Littering, though.
Well, it's biodegradable. Like I'm talking like an apple.
I'm talking about before when you said you used to litter all the time.
Yeah, I used to litter all the time. Nigga, shit. Nigga. I actually got fined for littering. Paid the fine right then and there. But yeah, so anyway, like damn, you got fuck. I lost my train of thought. What I was about to say.
My bad, man. Well, maybe you get it back if you hear some of this.
per day closes in April of this year. That's over 17% of the state's refining capacity gone in less than a year. So let's connect the dots here. 70,000 truckers are being forced out. Fuel stations are disappearing. Refineries are closing. The ports of LA and Long Beach handle 40% of America's container imports. When trucks and fuel vanish together, shortages and delays become the new normal. Containers are already stacking higher in terminal yards as fewer trucks arrive. Shipping companies are quietly rerouting contracts to Texas and East Coast ports. This isn't a theory. It's not ideology. It's economics playing out in real time, container by container, mile by mile. The true cost of these policies is only beginning to surface for Californians who unfortunately voted for this absurdity. When you combine AB5's attack on independent truckers with refinery closures and gas station shutdowns, you don't get a, quote, worker protection victory. You get a self-inflicted supply chain catastrophe.
Exactly, folks. And why that's important, I'm going to show you this real quick. Then we're going to go to crypto news. Dragon, you good, man? All right, so listen to this here.
Hey, Sean,
Huh?
but you don't understand how much money that is, bruh.
That's a lot of money.
$1.5 billion just off of road taxes they're gonna miss out on.
All right, so this is why this clip here is very
A
important, because I
year,
want to get
bruh.
your perspective
Yeah.
with this clip right here, because
Okay.
if anything, Californians better be goddamn supporting our president right now, because even though they're still going to have a very large loss, which is what we were just discussing with the trucking companies and the oil, look what's happened because we have seized Maduro and are controlling the Venezuelan country until there is a good transition into their own government. Because you got to understand something. That oil, that's ours. That's for protection right there. You might as well include that in every year in the economy until probably a Democratic president gets in and fucks it up. But listen to this.
After capturing Nicolas Maduro and transporting him to a U.S. federal prison to face charges, Trump announced the U.S. will run the country until a safe transition is possible. But what if the U.S. never leaves? The Petro Reset breaks OPEC's global price monopoly. By seizing Venezuela's 300 billion barrels of oil, the world's largest reserves, the U.S. crashes gas prices to a historic $1 at the pump. This logistics miracle slashes shipping costs by 70%, cutting the price of groceries and goods by 30% overnight. Inflation vanishes as the energy tax is deleted, triggering a surge in domestic manufacturing. Currency collapse is solved by replacing the bolivar with the US dollar, stabilizing cost while zeroing savings, as a migration reverse brings 7.7 million refugees back to rebuild $400 billion in decaying infrastructure. The Southern Command expansion dismantles gangs and rebels, cutting crime by 90% as Venezuela becomes a de facto 51st state. This superpower pivot evicts Russia and China, freezing $60 billion in debt and granting the U.S. total military and economic hegemony over South America.
All right, what do you think of that?
It will, everything on the Western Hemisphere,
It'll be expensive.
gas prices will decrease significantly. Like it will decrease a lot.
Yeah, in the whole Western Hemisphere.
It will be like, I'll be real with you, bruh.
This is going to help up a lot of countries, not just Venezuela. It's going to help a lot of fucking countries.
No, it's everybody in the Western Hemisphere. Even,
everybody in the Western Hemisphere, yeah.
Even it's going to be so powerful of an impact. Hawaii gas price is going to decline. Because the gas price is going to be so low that Hawaii, they're going to be forced to, like, they're going to basically get forced by the market to decrease their gas prices. You're going to feel the gas prices decrease from here all the way to Japan. Any country in between, Australia, it's going to be such a powerful impact that even the Chinese market is going to feel this shit, and it's gonna fuck them. It's gonna fuck their shit up. Now, when that happens, imagine Russia and Ukraine signs this peace still, so these niggas can stop fighting. We're talking about $1.23 was the highest. No, the $1.23 in Hartford, Connecticut is what's the first gas prices I ever remember seeing. $1.23 in Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
That will be. We're talking about $1. We're talking about Texas 6.79 cents per gallon. Basically, water will be back. Water will be more. A gallon of water will be more expensive than a gallon of gas.
Ain't that something?
So that's how much this is. If the Venezuelan people are smart, they have to be. If the Venezuelan people are smart, they're going to be, when it comes to GDP growth, They're going to have the largest GDP growth in the history of, probably in the history of the world.
Hmm.
They will have the largest GDP growth. Venezuelan's economy will be number one in all of South of America and North of America, outside of the United States of America. Basically, it will overnight, and why I would say it'd be overnight. The Venezuelan, like couple of like 3 years,
Check this out.
Venezuelans will, you're talking about going from, they're not even a third world country. They're basically a failed fucking state. They're on the same list as Haiti a little bit, because they have an actual dictator and shit, and they had hyperinflation and yada yada. So they would go from a third world country 2 years, 4 years they will be a second world nation. 5 years after that, first world, everything, first world. It will be a fucking paradise to be a Venezuelan.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
I'm
reason
right there
why
with you.
you're about to see, whenever the president and they start getting his currency, you're about to see a lot of Venezuelans going back home.
Hell yeah, it said that in the thing. It said about 7.7 million refugees returning to the country. They are going to be straight, dude. They're going to be straight.
Well, what's going to happen is,
other countries are probably, the currency's going to start getting this. The dollar's going to start losing a little bit of value in the Americas.
Well, what's going to happen is, because we will have somebody who's going to be working with the Venezuelan government and working directly with the United States, we probably have something that you need to tell your illegals they need to come back. And we're going to make sure that this message gets out to the illegal Venezuelans. But have something like, yo, if you don't come back, you can never come back.
Mm.
And not only you never come back, but you will be officially an enemy of the Venezuelan nation. And if you ever try to come back to us, you will serve 10 years in prison. Then we will release you to whatever country we will erase your citizenship. Basically.
Mm.
If they have something like that, you're going to see Venezuelans fucking leaving. Trump going to give them money too. And they're going to have money when they get down there.
I think they're going to want to leave, man, once they start seeing how their country's doing. Because you got to think about something, man. The Venezuelans that left during Chavez and Maduro's time, man, they left because they were probably going to be fucking put in jail or damn killed. They didn't want to leave.
See, what the goal is, and I bet you know what's going to happen? Russia and Ukraine are going to go. I'm calling it now, guys. Between spring and summer, Russia and Ukraine going to sign a peace deal.
Yeah, because Russia's losing so much off of this shit too.
They're
not going to be able to fund their damn war with the oil that they're losing. Because he said that in the Oval Office meeting. He said, Russia, if you want some oil, come get it from us. You got to buy it from America, and they're going to charge them market prices. They've been getting it very, very cheap from Venezuela. We talking about like $10 a barrel cheap.
You said who?
$10 a barrel cheap. Russia been getting it from Venezuela. China too. China bought up 60 to 90% of their fucking supply. Import.
I'm gonna say it doesn't sound. I think that is probably what it shows on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But they was paying way more.
Way less than that. Way what?
No. They was paying way more for that.
Russia and China were paying way more than that per barrel from Venezuela.
Basically, somebody's getting paid under the table.
Yeah, Maduro.
So Maduro was probably getting.
He wasn't
like,
passing
yo, you
on
know
to his
what?
people, just like Chavez wasn't passing it on to his people. This is why I was trying to explain that to this fool on Facebook the other day. I was like, you don't understand how Venezuela is going to start benefiting more than it ever has. I said before Chavez came in the damn picture, when it was under Jimenez had their ass producing more oil than anybody else.
All right, I can tell you how low that is, right? 10 cents a barrel.
I said $10 a barrel.
Oh, my bad. $10 a barrel. If the United States ever hit $10 a barrel, if you're in a major city, all major cities, don't go nowhere. Don't go near buildings. Don't go near any goddamn buildings. If you go into a building, you better be running and looking up at the same time while you're running into that building, because there's a lot of executives they're just giving up on life. All I'm gonna say, nigga. There's a lot of dudes in Texas got a jack. They got a jack and a 45. 45, a jack in the left hand, a 45 in the right.
They not oil executives, because you heard what Trump said in that meeting. So y'all gonna get y'all money back, but everybody gonna get paid. Venezuela, U.S., Venezuelan people. Because at first, because the government's unstable right now, the U.S. is getting them proceeds, and they are distributing them back. I saw this on ChatGPT. They're going to be distributing it back to Venezuela, but they're going to be guiding the money to like humanitarian issues, paying salaries, yada yada yada, all that stuff. Instead of just getting it back, because remember now, Maduro's vice president is still in charge. It still may be some people that's in that government, factions of that government, that are still connected to the cartel, but they have to do a transition of government. You just can't take the motherfucker out and just do a fucking election. That shit don't work like that. Still Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You got to get shit done.
So what will happen is like the reason why they're getting down, bro, and like, nigga, we had 20 of our top elites killed, like hundreds of men.
Mm-hmm. They were supposed to do a second wave, but
my former brother-in-law hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you heard about this shit in Venezuela?" He was like, "Shit, I got videos, bro. I'm gonna show you when you get back."
we showed that shit the other night on the damn thing, how they did
Like,
it.
no, he was like, he actually got videos of the action.
Right.
And he was like, I won't. He's like, I cannot send it to you. He's like, I'll show you, but I can't send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, all right, bet. I want to see this shit. And he was just like, bro, that shit. He was like, bruh.
Intricate.
He was like, this is crazy. He's Dominican, and he was like, yo, his dream is to serve in the United States Army.
You hear that, folks? Somebody that's not an American citizen wants to give back, unlike these damn Somalis that stay goddamn under fucking welfare. 10 years been in this bitch and still on welfare because they taking advantage of the damn system. Paying it. Look, here's an example of that. So you're a Somali man that's a Muslim and you practice Sharia law. You got 4 damn wives. And because of that damn LLC that was funneling money into the communities for them to buy houses, you got 4 row houses on the same fucking street. You got a wife in each one of them motherfuckers. You don't stay with neither damn one of them motherfuckers because welfare you can't. They getting a check every goddamn month, living and motherfucking. They got 3,000 on the damn EBT. And they doing the damn shit where they're serving as in-home daycare for their home girl, their other sister wife, and their kids, where they probably have 4 or 5 apiece. They keeping each other's kids and getting a check for running a daycare out the house. All of that shit's going on at the same time while old boy probably at the restaurant with the fucking grocery store connected to it, that's buying they fucking groceries by EBT cards, not paying for groceries, and they damn supplying the restaurant that's connected to the damn grocery store with the proceeds of, in other words, the groceries that they bought with the EBT card, and they selling the damn food out that bitch and making money hand over fist, plus they getting the damn loans from the motherfucking government for all they damn businesses too. Y'all stupid motherfuckers.
I bet you know how deep this fraud is, bruh? I bet you the fraud is so deep, some of these countries we probably might have traveled, I bet you there's a motherfucker out there that probably take EBT. And they have somebody connecting with the States. So, because if food out there is you know, well, when it comes to exchange rate, it's cheaper. The rest of that money, just stacking up. Stacking up. So, you probably got motherfuckers who got deported, and they're going to let you keep your personal shit. Probably got deported and grabbed all of their shit, and probably got deported, kept their EBT card, and down there living life balling. And that shit's crazy. Because
Crazy
there's
hell.
actually a spot in the Dominican Republic that accepts EBT. Yeah.
American EBT?
Yeah.
Damn.
They have a VPN signal that's
That puts them in America.
That puts them in America exactly where the store is located at. Yeah. I wish I would have got it on recording because people wouldn't believe me.
God, dog. We're going to listen to this, and then we're going to, this is a short, then we're going to go to crypto news. Dragon, what's up, man? You was still with us, bruh? Dragon, what's up, man?
I
don't know what Dragon at. But let me play, I got to find it again. And if not, we can talk about something else, but we're going to do this first.
Keith Ellison thing, I just really want to point this out. He's the Attorney General of the state. He used to be a member of Congress on the Democratic side. He was pretty high up in leadership, decides to go back there. He is on audio tape, and he's talking to the fraudsters. He says, I want to help you. They discuss how. They explain that they're being cracked down upon. He says, don't worry about it. As I'm going to use the power of the Attorney General's office to stop that, to prevent that from happening.
Y'all hear this, right? This is unmistakable. This man is on record, on audio, saying he's going to help these Somali fraudsters. $9 billion. This is the Attorney General of the state of Minnesota. Do you hear this shit? I'm sorry, I gotta post this. I gotta post this to Facebook right now. Right now.
You need to create, you should create a public page.
I mean, on Facebook.
You should create a public page, yeah.
And do all that shit on there.
If you're gonna get engaged with people like the way you are, use your online name and do it. Yeah. Oh, you probably want to copy it. Yeah, like do it like that because of the fact that you don't want to keep getting your personal mixed up with your.
I feel you.
And
I feel you.
Also, if the motherfuckers who still left know the way you talk, know how you think, just block anybody who's associated with your ex. Just block them. And I just started. I do it like that. I just say, or or what you could do is change this to your personal and create a change this to your personal and create a change your Facebook from your personal to your social media shit and create a new personal account.
Yep, I feel you.
And so you can kind of split it up. Because
I got a filter for when I post though, who it posts to, and who can't see it and who can. But I feel you on that though. That's a good idea. Let's finish this up, y'all.
Few days later, guess what? Pops into his campaign account with campaign contributions from those very fraudsters. And he gives that money back only after those people are indicted. So, yes, I want to see him have to testify.
He's always been a...
On the Keith Ellison thing,
That's
I just really want to
crazy.
point this out. He's the attorney.
That is crazy, man. Keith Ellison. Well, until Dragon come back, here goes some more hypocrisy. This says New York passed COPA Act forcing homeowners to offer their property to government and NGOs before they can sell it freely.
Democrats, listen to this.
In regard to what we're just talking about now, COPA, when we start to take the individual rights away from the homeowner, whether it's a 2-family house, 3-family house, 4-family house, what does it matter? The fact is the person owns the home. They have the right to sell the home to whomever they please. The idea that we have to consult with the building department and give a 6-month period of time for someone else to make an offer is absolutely outrageous. And to say it's government overreach is 100% true. I do not understand how this body works when it comes to individual citizens of this city. This is overreach at its very best. I'm a homeowner, and no one is going to tell me or anybody else I know that's worked so damn hard to own a 3 or a 4-family home that I have to submit the ability to sell my house first to the building department and then offer it up to a non-for-profit when my neighbor across the street may want to buy it. And they have to wait 6 months? Nonsense. This is absolutely ridiculous. Shame, shame on all of you.
Stop voting for Democrats. Listen to this.
In regard to what we're just talking
That is crazy, folks. That's damn crazy, man. But hey, once again, here goes some more hypocrisy bullshit. Y'all keep falling for this shit, man.
Repeatedly calling America racist. This BLM activist is literally speechless when confronted with reality.
So I have a quote from you here. It says, I think that they're meaning the Black Lives Matter movement, whole existence is just a liberal progressive socialist movement to make sure that they keep the Black community on the 21st century economic plantation that's been created by the left. Would you like to clarify that?
I can clarify it very easily. You can follow the money, and the money of Black Lives Matter goes back to a guy, George Soros, so that tells you one thing. And let me tell you, all lives matter. If you really are concerned, start talking about school choice in the Black community. If you really are concerned, start talking about the decimation of the Black family, which I don't hear. Do not be manipulated by people that are using you as a political tool so that you can keep your own people suppressed. Get off the plantation and think on your own.
After repeatedly calling America...
God dog it. Ain't that something, folks?
He's a northern version of, in my opinion, he's a northern version of Vincent Ellis Everett. How you like that, baby, sweet tea?
I'm telling you, man, that shit crazy.
Well,
that shit
it's
crazy,
a
man.
Welfare mind state. Keep you a
That's what
victim.
they like to do, man.
Now,
That's what they like to do.
the new shit is that it is fucking hilarious, but you can actually make money off of victimhood now. I'm like, wow.
Exactly, you can, man, and people pander to those victims. I mean, look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Look at her. Look at people like Tyrese's ex. She knows she messed up, but now she all on damn line, acting like her ass is so damn, reflective and living the right way as far as being red pilled. Now she's red pilled, but she's still begging this nigga for 20 grand a damn month. And allegedly some things have gone wrong with Will Smith and his wife and Tyrese that, his former friend for 40 years is already talking about that shit on Tasha K. But y'all go watch that. Y'all go watch that. Anyway, let's get to this right here. We point out all the hypocrisy. Listen to this shit. So pastor's wife who wore a nude dress crashes out on church. But this is what I don't understand. If y'all didn't know anything about Jamal Bryant, and this is not alleged, the man got 3 out of wedlock children from 3 different baby mamas. He got 4 baby mamas. And y'all up there in that church listening to this nigga.
Well,
Boy,
you know what? Here's how smooth talking he is, brother. You gonna like this shit. If God can heal me, he can heal you too. He healed my heart. I bought the dress, but he healed my heart.
We might go into this video I watched about the messiness of this Negro until Dragon come in, if Dragon ain't gone somewhere. But anyway, we're going to do this, and then if Dragon ain't back, we're going to go into this other video. I'm going to show you the hypocrisy.
His wife looked absolutely stunning in that dress. The dress looked beautiful. Her shape, everything about it. It was just beautiful, right? But as someone who's supposed to be representing the kingdom of God, it should not have been worn outside of the house.
Now, see, here's the thing. It's the black community is split on this because here's the thing. They say that we shouldn't be judgmental of a black woman out in public and she's not at the church. However, Jamal Bryant himself made her the what? Co-pastor. And pastors are held to a higher standard than fucking first ladies. Even so, her being the first lady, she still shouldn't have wore the dress. You feel what I'm saying? And he bought it for her ass. He likes to parade motherfuckers around because he's about that damn public persona. This man is not a pastor. This man is an entertainer and a mass manipulator. That's what he is.
I will say it like this. Black community, if the black community is split, then honestly, bro, I ain't worried about the black race ever. Like, you should never be worried about the black race then. That's to white folks, all that shit.
They split. There's some folks that don't like that shit. There's some folks that stand behind them on that.
I'm like, dog, this is supposed to be the representation of the best of us.
Looking like a fool in these streets.
This is a representation of it. It's like why people never understand why I crashed out so hard against George Floyd. And I was like, they built statues of George Floyd.
I know that's crazy, right? It's crazy,
There's
dude.
countries that ain't even speak the fucking language and had a statue of George fucking Floyd.
High on fentanyl.
Then when you Google him, you thinking about, okay, well, what did he do special besides dying? Oh, he was a fucking drug addict. Oh, he was a fucking... See, then over a generation, people always hear, the words of, have heard of George Floyd. So the best amongst you is a fucking drug addict.
I know that's crazy, right?
So what do you think the representation of you other people gonna think of you?
EBT crowd. They already think black folk are monolith already.
No. They're gonna basically say black men are fucking drug addicts. So that's
like I said, they already think we're a monolith, man. They already think we vote as a monolith. They already think we act like a monolith.
So that's the best of you. The best of you that's representing you in the spiritual aspect is that, and y'all motherfuckers are divided on this shit? Nigga, please.
I know, right? Let's finish this right here, though.
Simple as that. It's literally that simple, y'all. Here's the thing. People be like, oh, well, she wasn't going to church. Oh, well, she wasn't doing da-da-da-da. We are the church. And wherever we go, we're supposed to be representing God. Therefore, what we wear, how we present ourselves, it matters. She didn't look like she was representing the kingdom of God that day.
And Jamal Brown, where all that is in the Bible? Okay. I bought the dress. Is that in the Old Testament or the New Testament? She married to me. Is that in Proverbs or Galatians? Which, everything that you said, was that before or after Moses parted the Red Sea?
Now, I'm actually surprised that Sherry called him out for this, because there's a lot in the black community that are not calling him out for this shit.
Well,
I'm surprised.
Y'all, tell me y'all saw y'all's favorite Atlanta pastor's wife pulling up to that fundraising gala like a
His wife got a BBL, by the way.
baddie. Baby, the backlash from the church folk was intense. Pastor Jamal Bryant and his wife, Dr. Kari, have been doing damage control ever since. Pastor Bryant defended his wife, saying that what she wore was nobody's business but his.
This the same man that said Cam Newton had pretty legs. Then he mentioned cocoa butter. And y'all let this man lead y'all to a damn boycott of Target. And let this man stand up there with Jesse Jackson in the wheelchair, and Jesse Jackson got started because Donald Trump gave him a fucking loan for the Rainbow Push Coalition and speak against President Trump. Y'all do this shit. Hypocritical ass, EBT community ass, plantation house Negro ass niggas. Y'all let him do this shit. This man cheated on his first wife, had a baby out of wedlock while they was dating before they got married. Then, before he got with this Kari chick, he had him another kid. Then he got with this other chick. Boy, look here. Yup, boy, look here.
But this new stint feels
None of that
like
is
they've
alleged.
crossed the line and are trying to see just how much folks can take before they call them out. Child, and the pastor's wife seems to be done and crashing out on people who have been coming after her. The way the internet has been responding and putting them on blast is nasty work. There are receipts upon receipts of Jamal and Kari's past behavior. So if Pastor Bryant and Dr. Kari want to be influencers, maybe it's time that they left the pulpit, because no one is putting up with them towing the line anymore.
A preacher presented his wife the other day, and I guess you call that a flesh-colored dress. I don't know. It's black dress and flesh color. It gives the illusion that she's not wearing anything underneath. And I heard the preacher, when he defended her dress, by saying, first of all, he bought the dress. And then he said, I want to address people who don't know anything, who haven't been anywhere, who don't know nothing. So I guess our objection to a man of the cloth presenting his wife in public looking like a $2 whore. Two. At least two. Now, I didn't say
said at
she
least
was.
two.
I'm not talking about her. My statement is not about her. My statement is about him. I said he presented his wife, and he said he bought the dress.
He's
Those
about,
are his words, not mine.
I'm telling you, folks, he is about presentation. He wants all the damn attention. Who do we know that likes validation and attention, folks? Talking about Cam Newton got pretty legs.
Okay, so the mess started back on December 20th, 2025, when Jamal Bryant and his wife, Dr. Kari Turner Bryant.
No, I didn't say it. I said he said it. He said Cam Newton got pretty legs.
Showed up to the 42nd annual UNCF Mayor's Mass Ball. It was a black tie event and a lot of important people were there. And the goal was to raise money to support HBCUs, you know, historically black colleges and universities, and the students they serve. Now, the goal was met because they ended up raising $4 million for the cause. But y'all, it wasn't the donations and the guest lists that got the internet.
I'm trying to, you know what? Didn't Trump get the amount of money that donated to HBCUs increased?
Yeah,
It's like 500 million, wasn't it?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
So now I'm wondering, okay, if that's the case, why the fuck y'all had to have a damn fundraiser for damn HBCUs?
The funny thing is, because Biden did the same shit, but it decreased the funding.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now I'm just
Trump-
wondering who gonna get their hands on that $2 million that they raised, nigga.
Hold on. That's all they raised?
$2 million.
Was
That's just what
$2
they
million.
just said. I think that's what they just said, dude. It was like I said. I wonder who the fuck gonna have their hands in
Even
the till,
niggas
nigga.
don't. Funny thing about it is, if it was a fundraiser for HBCU,
It was.
and these niggas always complaining about black excellence, yada yada yada,
Mm-hmm.
you niggas don't even give a fuck about higher learning because you only raised $2 million.
That's what it said, man. That's what it said. Listen to that shit,
Nigga,
man.
every black person could have gave $1, and that's $42 million.
I know, right? That shit
And
crazy.
ranting
man.
about the ball. Pastor Brian and Dr. Carey showed up looking all black tie and formal, but as soon as the lights and cameras zoomed in on the couple, Dr. Carey's dress was having folks doing double takes. Yes, the black mermaid dress was cute and fit her like a glove. She looked very good with the skin tone lace underneath, and it complemented her complexion perfectly. I mean, with her face card and everything, the outfit was something to look at, and it would be modest for a reality TV star or an influencer.
That's
Shoot,
her
even
earrings.
Beyonce
I'm
would
about to
look
say.
good in it. Before a pastor's wife,
That's her earrings. I thought that was her fucking natural hair under a fucking wig.
Man, that shit.
We know that's some extensions or something. That ain't her
Where
fucking
was
hair.
Where was this shit at?
The annual, what was it? The New Year mayor's ball or some shit for Atlanta. Yeah.
the first lady of a church, that's pushing the envelope quite a bit. That's what got people
here's
so
why
up
I'm
in arms.
laughing, right? Here's why I'm laughing, right? Some of those donations got to go towards the venue too, to pay for the venue, to pay for the services there, right?
Or somebody already paid for it and then they raised $2 million.
Well, somebody's gonna have to, like, people got to get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Services were done, so motherfuckers got to get paid, and it's on New Year's, double time, catering, all of that shit. And so you only raised $2 million. I guaranteed.
Probably was sponsored too. It may have been sponsored too.
Who's sponsored by?
I don't know, but I mean, you know, most of those awards or balls, them shits be sponsored.
Well,
so the
because
sponsors got to get their
a lot
money
of
back
people
too.
haven't heard about it. That's the reason why I doubt the sponsorship paid for a lot of it.
No, I ain't saying it paid for a lot.
So what I'm saying is, I guarantee you a good amount of those donations went to pay for the venue and all the extravagant, the glamour ass shit that they have, that they endured that night. So what I'm saying is that $2 million of donations to the HBC, I bet you after it's all finished and done, it's going to be $500,000.
So the sponsors for the ball were Norfolk Southern, Coca-Cola, Chick-fil-A, Delta Airlines, Google, the Home Depot, and UPS.
Okay. Well, you got some heavy hitters there.
They said they contributed to the event's fundraising efforts, which aim to support historically black colleges and universities. But that still was what, $2 million? So that was $2 million after everything was paid for.
I bet you, motherfuckers was like, they only got $2 million. Man, we put a lot of money in this shit.
Once again, that was $2 million. That was $2 million after everything was paid for.
Man, we gonna write this shit off, right? All right, yeah, we're gonna write this shit off. Y'all
And they wrote
motherfuckers
some shit off.
Y'all fucking write off. This shit's a joke.
Yeah, it was
Black
write off.
church is a joke.
Yeah.
arms.
fucking
Now,
joke.
folk have been side-eyeing Jamal Bryant and Carrie's relationship this whole time because for churchgoers, the way their relationship went about wasn't giving scripture approved. Dr. Carrie was a co-pastor at Pastor Jamal's New Birth Church in Atlanta, which means she was basically an employee while he was the CEO, which meant that there was a conflict of interest when they began dating. And what made it worse was that even though Jamal and Carrie were technically single when Tasha K outed them for being in a relationship, reports are saying that the two of them had been intimate for years while the pastor was still very much a married man. Yes, Dr. Carrie ain't the first wife. It's Giselle. In fact, it got to the point where it became an open secret in the church, and Carrie even started getting preferential treatment that left a sour taste in people's mouths. Pastor Jamal and Dr. Carrie didn't bother to clear the air, and they just kept pushing until they got married, and then reportedly tried to justify the relationship, talking about how they had to overcome obstacles to get where they are.
I don't trust no men that sit like that. Now, yes, Kevin Samuels would on occasion, but I know his character. This Negro here, his character, which once again, this is not alleged. All this is court records. How many times he been married, how many kids he has, how many baby mamas he got. That's all court records. Him sitting like that and calling Cam legs pretty, boy, look at him.
And the hope that they brought
all
to
I
people.
can say is that
And that's on record too, folks. That's
all
not
that
alleged.
money, all that money he getting from New Birth, man. I'm just saying, bro. Nigga got some exquisite taste, man. He got some real good taste and faction, man. He's spending that money real good.
He's
bro.
spending
Like,
it well,
damn,
ain't he?
nigga, like,
Ain't he spending it well?
Man, if I was a bitch ass nigga, I'd be jealous.
Hey, dude, what's crazy to me is when they oh, did you know that Eddie Long paid his tuition to Dan Morehouse?
If you heard how that nigga say celery, you know, you understand the reason why Eddie Long paid for his
Do me a favor,
college.
please. Get out of here.
Celery.
Get out of here, man.
Would he like some celery?
Hey, we gonna get into that because I think Dragon done for the night.
Yeah, I think, you know, there is really an unexpected hope that has come with it that I didn't expect that it would ignite in people. And so I think that hope has been for folks who have been married before, divorced before, or just searching for love, true love for the first time that had not found it. We've gotten so many emails and messages and stories of people who have been renewed in their hope of love because of our story and what we've been able to share.
But this new stunt just pissed off their followers even more. It proved what people have been saying about Pastor.
Straight bullshit, dog.
Y'all hear it? I'm bro.
Go ahead on and cook, man. I gotta go get me a piece of pizza. Go ahead and cook.
We can't, man. Come on, man. This shit is ridiculous, man. Like, for real, bro. This shit is in dog. People will be hard on, like, I'm hard on Antoine for legitimate reasons. When it comes to legitimate reasons, sometimes I have a problem with some of his shit, dude, because it sounds like, you know what? Sometimes I have to take myself out of, it's hard for, when it comes to certain shit that affects me, sometimes it is hard to take your emotions out of it. But sometimes, you know, I have to I have to look at my criticism towards Anton Daniels because I'm like, are these legitimate criticisms?
Okay.
Like me, how I'm criticizing him, am I being a legitimate am I being a legitimate person by my criticisms of him? Like, you are a smart man. Like, when he said this shit about the passport, bros, I'm like, come on, bro. You a smart man. You know, not every single brother is out there just trying to get Wu-Tang. You know, there's brothers out there that just like, yo, man, I want some love, bro. Like, I couldn't find it out in the United States, but I found it out in Africa. I found it in Asia. I found it in the Caribbean or South of America. or the goddamn Japan, whatever. You know, but when you like all these niggas is lame as fuck, all these niggas, I'm like shit. Okay. I'm like, if all those niggas lame and shit, I'm like, well, nigga, you better be you better be tall enough to talk that bullshit. 'Cause I know you short, Anton.
Short
My
as
short
hell.
king. My short king.
Don't start with that.
Bryant being more of an entertainer than a pastor. And there's no way that both of them didn't
Now,
know that people were going to.
hold on. Ain't nothing wrong being short, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong being short. Some of my good partners I trust a lot are short. All I'm saying is, my short niggas, they got 710 energy, nigga. But Antoine, but my bad. And I'm calling him Antoine. It's Anton. Yeah, I'm fucking up his name. But
All
my
the
criticism is, but anyway, what I'm saying is he get a lot of flack, but when he talks about the black community the way he do, y'all don't fucking like it because you like, well, it's all negative. Are we doing anything right? I want you to compare yourself to other races of people. See where they're ranked at and see where you're ranked at. See what is the different maker of where
Come
the
on,
black
man.
community is ranked at.
Cook.
Look at the difference maker, and I promise you, you will be disappointed the way I fucking was. Because you got these liberal motherfuckers, these fake these bourgeoisie niggas. Motherfucker got 8 fucking degrees, the lowest paid in a Biden administration. Bitch, I was making more money than that hoe, and I'm a college dropout. And she has said a lot of egregious shit. And when it came for we talking about fucking abortions and shit, that bitch started humbler. Talking like, bitch, you got 8 degrees, and this is the best way you can talk. But have no problems shitting on you in closed doors. When she ain't out there online, I guarantee you, but when she was out there, back when she was probably in her 23, 24 years old, I guarantee she was shitting on every nigga who wasn't up to her standards. She was shitting on them at the front fucking door. And I'm supposed to take sympathy
with her
for that
master,
bitch?
over here with a masters of cognitive display of the African American experience in a post Civil War era, or a sociology degree or a psychology degree that you can't make no fucking money.
And when niggas talking about, well, we were better off back in the day, like, yeah, at least we still have fucking families.
Exactly. Look when the Oklahoma when the Black Wall Street was destroyed by KKK. Look at how black families were back then. Look at them. But here, let's continue on.
I have something to say about that dress, and maybe they even counted on it for a bit of attention. And that just lines up with who Jamal has proven to be ever since he started out as a minister.
Let's stop it right there because I want to show you this part of Jamal Bryant. I almost said Anderson. Ain't that some shit?
Get into this mega church messiness series. Does TD Jakes have a lisp? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Well, before we get started, do you want some snacks? Woo, woo. I said, do you want some snacks? Woo, woo. Cool. His father was elected as were reverends, preachers, videos such as Pastor Jamal.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, here we go.
Bryant. Pastor Jamal Harrison Bryant was born on May 21st, 1971.
Hold on,
Gemini, sis. I know it. I know a Gemini.
Pause it. Man, can we not can we skip to the part to where the reason why we watching this, because I ain't trying to listen to this nigga biography and shit.
No, dude, I'm trying to. All of this has a place. Just let it cook, bruh. It's not like Dragon Ready anyway. Let it cook.
When I see one. And his parents were reverends, a preacher's kid. Oh, here we go. He was a gifted student, but managed to flunk the 11th grade and eventually dropped out of high school. His father was elected as an AME bishop in 1988, and the family joined him on his first assignment in West Africa. While
Dude, no. Listen, just listen, because there's facts in here. Just listen now.
there, things changed for Pastor Bryant as the people of West Africa began questioning how he managed to fail and I am eternally grateful for him making that deposit and that impact in my life. Impact? With absolutely no
He's talking about when Eddie Long supplied him with the tuition to go to Morehouse.
fanfare. He never announced it from his pulpit, over a microphone, even to this day. Pastor Bryant graduated in 1994 and obtained a job as the director of the NAACP's Youth and College Division. And that's where he met Giselle Graves, a Hampton
That's his first wife.
University graduate. She told Bravo's The Daily Dish that they bonded over their jobs. She said, Pastor Bryant and I have been in the trenches of trying to do civil rights and trying to make sure that we leave this world a better place. Daughter named Topaz in August 1998
So he got a daughter in 1998 from a girl named Crystal.
with a woman named Crystal Madison. Now, wait a minute now. Oh, this is messy. Pastor Bryant founded the Empowerment Temple AME Church in Baltimore in 2000. Pound Town. Women in the church always trying to take the pastor to Pound Town with they tricking asses. Even though Giselle had no interest in being a first lady, she continued on with their relationship, and they got married in 2002.
All right, so they got married
According
in
to Giselle,
2002.
her dad opposed the
Married in 2002. I'm skipping around.
was an awesome man of God, and the with his dangalang had to break the news to Giselle. She confronted, didn't realize her husband was sticking his sausage rocket in
she
other
cheated on him.
women.
He cheated
Someone
on
who
him.
knew all about the pastor being reckless with his dangalang had to break the news to Giselle. She confronted him, and he told her the truth right away. In an interview with Roland Martin, Pastor Bryant said he never thought he would get caught, nor did he think his wife would ever leave him. Unlike other pastors who blame their shortcomings on the devil, Pastor Bryant took responsibility for his actions. He said, nothing was flawed in her or my marriage. It was my own immaturity. Damn right it was. They separated for a year, and Giselle finally decided to walk away because she didn't think his infidelity was a one-time occurrence. They didn't have a prenup, so their divorce proceeding included a lot of fights over the empire that they grew together. As for the pastor, well, he said he was more concerned with saving his career than saving his marriage. Because that career bring draws with it, don't it? You get panties thrown at the pulpit. That's why you're more interested in preserving your career. With 12,000 members of his congregation feeling disappointed and let down by the news, Pastor Bryant said he did all he could to protect his name. But the consequences of his actions sent him into a downward spiral. He lost 17 pounds and had to attend therapy. That's what his ass get. Their divorce was finalized in 2009, and in an interesting turn of events, Giselle still showed up.
So they got divorced. So let's skip a little bit further on. Skip a little further on. So you see, this guy been doing this shit for a long time, and New Birth still got him to be their pastor. I don't understand it.
Ninja, what? Ebony Magazine ran the story.
What's up?
I was gonna say, so it was just basically a rundown on the shit he did in his life.
Yeah. In other words, the hypocrisy. This man standing up there on the pulpit, and I'll take it down. I'll talk about it. Stand up there on the pulpit. Guy in the church got 3 out of wedlock kids. He got 4 baby mamas. And now he parading his now wife in front of everybody just for the show of it. That's what you guys fall for in the black community. This shit's crazy, man. I don't understand y'all no more. I really don't. Shit's
Well,
crazy.
I understand it. It's why women get mad at me when I tell them the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I tell them that, like, listen here, man. Men run this world, not women. I'm like, if you think I'm wrong, how do you feel about what? How, do you feel our society having? Do you feel like we have increased as a society, or do you feel like we have decreased as a society? Most people will say we kind of have decreased. Now I'm just like, well,
Mm-hmm.
what? We are talking about infrastructure. I have to like, what do you think? And my conclusion is people usually say the same thing. Well, infrastructure. They're talking about. I remember when I was a kid. The roads were better. Shit was maintained better, and now everything is shitty. It's like everything like people don't take pride in what they do no more and all that, right? And I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, you know what? Men, they install that and they tend to install that into their children. I was like, bro, I think this is the second or no, this is the third generation of, this is the third generation of the single mother epidemic. Second generation. No. I was the first generation.
That's crazy, dude.
So yeah, we're in the third generation now. So we're in the third
Mm-hmm.
generation of the single mother epidemic. Now, the women who are responsible for the first generation of the single mother epidemic, they're grandmothers now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, the craziest thing is when you do the math, when it comes to a actual nuclear family, from child to parent, there tend to be like a more than a 20-year gap. I think it's like about a 25-year gap. In the black community, nigga, you're talking about it could be a gap could start from 16 years, hell,
Like 25 at the most.
no, 20 at the most. 20 at the most. And so the majority of women are having children when they're young. Now, this is in the black community,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't, there's a lot of things you miss when you don't have that gap. You have a little bit of maturity, a little bit more financial responsibility. And because of this gap, there's more children who are being born by the same single mother who raised her, who's now a single mother. Most likely that child is going to be a single mom because of the fact that my mom did it, my grandma did it, I could probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
I came out, and how they rationalize it is by saying, well, I came out okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of thinking about it like, you know what? Maybe this is not the right thing to do. Let me not continue the cycle. Let me not continue this quote unquote generational curse. But no, what happens is either they be single, the single mamaism, or they fall into feminism.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to find a lot of women who decided I'm not doing none of that shit. There's not a lot of black women that is like that.
Decentering men. Hey, I saw a clip today of a girl that went to my old church. She's married happily, and she's still decenter men. I don't get that shit. What?
It's what
mm-hmm.
It's what we were talking about. What we just talking about. It's called getting high off your own supply.
Well, we got a couple more videos to do, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up for the night, folks. Look at this right here.
I'm 6'2".
Is that a real 6'2" or a man 6'2"?
You know, men, y'all add inches.
I'm not understanding what's
And y'all don't subtract years and subtract pounds, huh? We add inches now. Whatever, bitch.
going on here.
So did your doctor say that you were 6'2"?
Or did he say 5'11"?
So let's say I am 5'11".
Okay.
What are we talking about?
We want to know your height. Just answer the question.
Right.
If it's 6'2", it's 6'2".
I know, but I mean I want to know like where we're going with this.
Well, one.
And the thing says 56 seconds of confusion. Why men are staying single?
She's a taller woman.
She is.
Correct.
Yes.
6 feet. And so she also loves to wear heels. So now we're adding a few inches.
6'3",
So
6'4".
is that something that, you know, like some men are weird about that?
Oh, so your question is do I mind her height?
No. Our question is, how tall are you?
Y'all hear that shit? They got around explaining things and said basically some men are weird about a woman being tall. And then he asked the question, oh, so your real question is, am I weird about that? And it's like, no, our question is, how tall are you? Like, really? How confused can you be? Seriously.
It's really lighthearted. We were just asking how tall you are. That's it.
Okay, but it's the same answer.
Okay. We're not mad at it.
So how?
Craziness.
Well,
So we're going to go ahead.
what I think is funny is why are men continues playing these question games with these bitches, bro?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I would ignore guys if I were you. I would just
I'm
ignore
like,
them here on out.
why haven't y'all niggas said, you know what, it's time to throw in the goddamn towel?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're at a point to where men, if you want shit to change, especially in the black community, see, men, you gotta do drastic shit in order for shit to change in the black community. Like when I say you gotta do drastic shit, I'm talking like there's gonna be to a point to where black men, you just gotta completely avoid black women. Then you gotta keep repeating the same shit. It's like when women like, I think most men. Well, here's something. I think most men would not mind having a masculine woman, right? The problem is a woman wants to be a masculine woman, but don't want to have the masculine responsibility nor the accountability. Because
Right.
for me, right, I'm what you would call a masculine man. So for me, if I'm going to play that role, my woman's going to be the feminine, submissive woman, it means I got to take out the trash when I'm home. It means I got to, if an intruder comes in the house, nigga, I got to meet that nigga at the front door and show him who the fuck Bulldog is. If
Right.
somebody disrespect my woman, I gotta stand up for her fucking honor. See, that's what we would call masculine accountability. Oh, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, yep, I'm going 80. All right, I'm tripping. That's what we would call masculine responsibility and also masculine nigga, where you got me going? I'm going straight. Oh, I know why. I'm tripping, bro. This shit got me like I don't come okay, so where I'm at, I don't come this way often. When I usually don't come this way, I come a different way, but the GPS got me going this way now. I guess it must have been traffic back there or road construction, but it always throw me off. I'm like, oh, because it could be confusing when you come up on it until you see the signs, right? So, but yeah, so anyway, yeah, there's shit I'm responsible. I gotta be the breadwinner. Not only I gotta be the breadwinner, I gotta be I gotta be stoic when it time for me to stoic. I gotta be the disciplinarian. I gotta set the tone for the family. Not only gotta set the tone for the family on the inside, but I gotta set the tone for the family on the outside. So that's the response. There's a lot of that is just a tip of the fucking iceberg. Hell, there's sometimes you gotta be a fucking therapist with no training. You got on the goddamn job training, nigga.
I feel you, bro.
Like sometimes everybody coming for you for the questions that you have never studied for the test for. It's a goddamn pop quiz, and they ain't tell you what to study, who you should study. They ain't no one gave you a goddamn thesaurus or dictionary or fucking Google AI, nothing like that. No, answer the question. Go. And see, that's the shit that men have a problem with, is that you don't want that responsibility. You don't want that shit. You want to basically go on the road trip, sit in the passenger side, criticize my driving, but still at the end of the day, I actually want to drive, you like, nah, I'm straight. Fuck out of here.
Very well said, bro. Here goes another situation here. And after this, we're going to end this up, folks. This is going to be the last video. I'm just trying to be respectful, and this happens. I want to roll with him, we will. Look, he is exercising. She slaps the nigga. Now, this is probably a skip, but check this out. Working out, chick comes. This nigga said, fuck this shit. You're working out, and a girl walks by. POV is 2023 and a girl walks out in front of you. Because of that Me Too shit. Girl filming at the gym in 2024. This nigga said, I'm getting all the way out the shot. Female gets near you at the gym. He said, fuck that shit, I'm gone.
Oh, what's that guy? You got to do better.
You're training and a girl shows up in front of you. This nigga just dips and goes to the bench. POV, a girl starts walking out in front of you with her camera. This nigga turns around completely.
Like I said before, and it goes what I said. They want that shit without the responsibility. The responsibility is and when I was deeply heavy in the gym, the girls dressed it way more respectable than
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Way more respectable. I'm like, they
had warm-up pants on that were not, they had warm-up pants on that were not glued to their body. And they may have like a little sweater on. They might have a little top on, but still, they still had like a shirt on over top of it.
Well, it's like, for me, was either if they had that tight shit, they usually had like a hoodie wrap around it.
Mm-hmm.
They had a hoodie wrap around it. You could be like, oh, fuck me, I'm in a, fuck me, wrong way. It's hard to, yeah, it's hard to fucking, this goddamn GPS fucking me up. But, yeah, I got it now. But yeah, so it is, it was hard to see, like, yeah, you see the woman with a sports bra and shit, but it's not like how it is now. Like, even back then, the chick had big titties. She had a sport bra. You be like, yeah, she got big titties, man. You really can't see nothing. Like, oh, okay, ain't nothing to write home about. But now, nigga, I'm like, nigga, I go into a fucking gym now. I'm like, yo, man, a whole time, I'm like, yo, this don't get hard, nigga. Like, this shit is gonna be hard to. I'm like, I look down. I'm like, yo, this don't get hard. I'm like, bruh, this will be something that will be extremely hard to. Pardon the pun intended. It will be extremely hard to explain this shit.
Yeah.
Like, why you
I know
why
I
you
stay
look
away
like
from him
that?
in the gym. I stay away from him in the gym, dog. I get the hell on.
Huh. And to the ones you can see on my camera, this is what you call that shit? Omaha, Nebraska look like.
Folks,
Can't
it's
see.
been a boy, you funny. Folks, it's been a pretty good live tonight, man. You got any closing thoughts, man? 'Cause I don't know what happened. Dragon must be real tired.
Nope, got no closing thoughts, sir.
So, folks, like we've been saying this whole podcast, the hypocrisy has to stop. I mean, for real, folks. The lady that got shot, it's bad that somebody had to die, but she knew what the fuck she was doing. She could have been home with her kids, and she was picking on Charlie Kirk when he damn died. And here she got her damn comeuppance, her karma really quickly. And then you got these Democrats causing their own self problems. You're voting base, you're causing your own problems with what you vote for. You're in sanctuary cities and then gonna gotta have the nerve to protest ICE. Makes no damn sense. Then these black folks over here protesting ICE being in the neighborhood, and these Somalis are just living like fucking kings. And y'all protesting ICE? Really?
We were quangs.
Boy, I tell you. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening, and please wake the fuck up and stay awake.